Alright, hello everybody. My name is Ben Martin Bean, and I'm one of the instructors here at Approach. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some grammar. I know not everybody's favorite, but it is very useful. Specifically, today I want to talk about the future tense verbs. How we can talk about the future using verbs. Now, in English, there are two main ways that we talk about the future. The first one is we can say going to. For example, I'm going to have dinner with my wife tonight, or I'm going to see the movies this evening. The other way that we can talk about the future is with will. For example, tomorrow will be Friday, or I think it will rain tomorrow. So we have these two different ways to talk about the future. But what's the difference? How do we know, should I use going to or should I use will? Well, there are some special rules that we can remember to know which one we should use. First, let's talk about going to. Now, when we want to use going to, there are three different parts to make a sentence, to make the verb. First, we use the verb be. This is a helping verb or an auxiliary verb. So we will change this for the sentence, I am, you are, she is. Next comes going to. This is always the same, always going to after be. Finally, we have the main verb for our sentence. This verb will be different depending on what you want to talk about. So let's look at some examples. Here's one sentence. I am going to make dinner. We can see first we have the subject, then we have the be verb, am, then we have going to, and we have the main verb, make. Here's another example. It is going to rain today. Same, we have the subject, we have be, going to, and our main verb, rain. Now, going to, we can use in two different situations, two different reasons that we use going to. The first one is when we are talking about our plans. What do you want to do? What do you think you will do? What are your plans for the future? If you are talking about what you want to do or what you plan to do in the future, we use going to. So for example, I am going to make dinner. This is my plan. It's what I think I will do. It's what I intend to do. I have control of this situation. I'm using my will to do this. Also, we can use this when we make predictions. Prediction means like a guess about the future. What do we think is going to happen in the future? For example, it is going to rain today. That's my prediction. I think it's going to rain. So if we are talking about our plans or we are talking about predictions, we can use be going to. Now, what about will, the other verb for the future? This one has a few more different situations, but we can remember them. The first one is if we make an offer. If I offer something to you, I can use will. For example, I will make you a drink. I'm offering you a drink. I'll make you a drink. Next, we can use will when we make a promise. If we promise something. So for example, I will always love you. I promise I will always love you. We should use will. Next, for a fact. If this is something that is definitely happening in the future, and it's not something I can control, it's something outside of my power. For example, the sun will rise at 6:30. No one can change this. It's not my choice. It's a fact. And finally, we can use will again when we make a prediction. I think it will rain today. So we see with predictions, you can choose. You can use will, or you can use going to. Both are okay. The important thing to remember is for plans, we always use going to. If it's something that you are choosing or that you are using your power to do, we use going to. If it is a fact, something that you cannot control, we use will. Also for promises and offers. So there you go. They're both important, but we use them for some different situations. So try to notice next time you're talking to somebody, which one do they use, and I think you'll see it follows this system. All right, thank you very much. I will see you guys next time in a future video.